Farah Allen from Ross Branson, Giselle Fernandez from Riverbank. Doesn't matter what division, doesn't matter what part of California. They're going to be representing the state on home soil, technically, even though both of them are well north and San Diego is well south, on December 13th at the Brooks National Championships. Unbelievable performance by both of you, along with Eliana Patterson, along with Braylon Combe. Giselle, I'll start with you. I mean, obviously, you and I talked last week at Woodward Park, and such a special performance. How much more confidence than you already had, because your season has been so remarkable? Did that give you to be like, hey, I can come here, and 10th is as good as first, and let's see if we can extend it all the way to December 13th. What did last week do for you, just to kind of remind you of the fitness that you have?
I think it really just set up today for me. State really showed me that. I mean, it didn't go exactly how I wanted to, but it showed me that I had the fitness to perform here, and also based on how I did last year and how much I improved this season, really showed me that I could qualify to nationals and make the West team.
Absolutely. Just, once you kind of found yourself in a very favorable position, I mean, obviously a lot can change, going up and coming down Reservoir. But I mean, did you feel like through 2.5 miles of the race, that you would set yourself up? Did you feel optimistic at that point?
Yeah, I definitely try to set myself up in a good position from the beginning. So it was about holding that for the rest of the race, and I was struggling a bit, to be honest. It got hard at some point, but I knew that I was in a position in top 10, so it was just about giving it my all and staying in that position.
Farah, a lot was happening, and a lot of fluctuation. Unfortunately, some people were going backwards. But like both of you showed last week at Woodward Park, to finish second in your respective divisions, like both of you were moving from like the ticket booth on in. And so, how did you feel like from summoning Reservoir on down, and really pushing it? Obviously, no finish on the track like the Invitational, but it's all good because you took care of it. How did you feel about the close?
I was really tired, but I knew I was in like the 8th, 9th, 10th position. I wasn't sure, and I was just like, hold on. Like, that's all that was going through my mind. Just like, hold on, don't let anyone pass you. And then once I finished, got my bearings back, I'm super happy about it.
I mean, so many people just want to peak for the state meet, and like I said, both of you were extraordinary. To now be racing not just once but 2 weeks beyond that, how much is that required of you, not just physically but mentally and emotionally?
It's interesting because I've never gone past the state meet in track or cross country. So it's definitely like my team, the last meet that we all competed at was state. So I kind of feel like I did peak for state. And we were just like, we're gonna see what we can do at the next week, just because I feel like I'm in the best shape that I've ever been in, and I think it paid off. And it's just like, just gonna try to maintain it for next week and do the best that I can.
Well, last thing, I mean, not only like you and Giselle have, good relationships, so much respect and appreciation for each other. Obviously, it's going to be you and Eliana, D5 representing, and Ella's doing her thing up in Oregon. So like I've said all year, since San Francisco, this is going to be the best year ever for Division 5 women, and you certainly haven't let me down. So thank you. But like, just to be able to have that familiarity, I mean, and even Braylon as well, like among the California women, like how comfortable, how familiar, how enjoyable is that going to make next weekend for you?
It's going to make next weekend so much more enjoyable, especially like, I think coming into this race I knew like Eliana, and I knew a bunch of the other California girls, and I was just kind of more like settling for me. Like we all did it last week, even though we were in different divisions. I was in the same division as Eliana, but I think especially going into next week, that's going to make it a lot more helpful, just because it's like a national meet. So yeah, I'm super excited to have all these girls with me.
Absolutely, and same for you, just to be able to have some familiar faces. Obviously you're doing an incredible job of representing the Sac Joaquin section. But it's always nice to be around women that you've raced in invitationals. Whether they're in your division or not, for the state. Is that going to enhance the experience for you?
Yeah, of course. I think throughout the season, it's always been about me qualifying individually. So I think being able to compete with other girls on the same team, that's really going to make it more enjoyable for me.
Awesome. Well, they both had Choose by Their Name this week. The most important thing is they've got one of 10 that sends them to San Diego on December 13th. Again, the Division 5 runner-up, Farah Allen from Ross Branson, and Division 4 runner-up, Giselle Fernandez from Riverbank. Ladies, congrats. Well done.
Thank you.